Okay,
I
hey
mean, probably
Sonny.
part of what you're hoping to do maybe in this course too is help these students,
We'll see what they
set up a
need,
different study schedule.
You can get a feel for whether they just need the help with math, calculus, algebra, or just general advice.
Hmm.
Hello?
Hey Sonny.
Hi, I'm so sorry. My audio was not working.
That's fine. We can hear you fine now.
Okay, I just had a quick question. I was
Yeah.
thinking about joining the class, but the only problem is the timing may not work for me because I have to go home every Friday. So, does this course offer a different timing?
Right now, we only have 2 sections scheduled for the same time, which is purposely during your exam, the same time as your exam is scheduled. So no,
Mm-hmm.
but we can think about it. But if there's another time, but I don't think it's very difficult at this point to find a different time. I mean, the idea was, but you have to go home. Did you write me an email?
No.
Okay. Somebody asked me the same question. Like, I have to go home like every other Friday or something like that. Yeah. I mean, the class is you earn credit in the course based on participation, and I guess that necessitates attendance. And so you need to get 60%. There are 10 classes, so you would at most be able to miss 4 classes. But I would hate to keep students out though at the same time, so we can always discuss the criteria for getting credit.
Okay, so just to repeat your statement, attendance is mandatory and we can miss at most 4 out of 10.
That's right, because right now we have the grading criteria is that you need to get like 60% to get a free credit for the course, and each class counts as 10% of your participation grade.
I
So
see.
yeah, you would right now at most 4 classes can be missed for you to
Yeah.
get credit.
Yeah,
So
I'd
I
love
don't
to
know.
be part of the course. I'm just afraid that my parents, they just expect me to come home every Friday, at least for now, since I'm starting out as a freshman.
Yeah.
So, then,
Hmm.
is there a solution by any
Well,
chance?
we do. There are solutions, and are you aware of our tutoring lab, where we have calculus tutors available from like
Uh,
it's Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. until 6:30, and then Friday
is
as well,
this
10 to 4.
PLTL or is this about something else?
Oh no, we work under the umbrella of something called the Student Success Center, and they have various programs to support like your course outside the classroom. And so there's PLTL, like you mentioned, that's peer-led team learning. There's SI, supplemental instruction. And then there's peer tutoring, which is just a drop-in tutoring, no appointment necessary. We're in the basement of the library. You can come by. Maybe I can show you our hours, but you can drop by, just bring a comment card, and we always have calculus tutors on hand. So you can always use us as a study hall, right? So a lot of students just go in there and they sit there all day. There's no pressure from the tutors. Like, you don't have to even ask a question. But if you do have a question, we always have tutors available. Other students just drop by to get a question answered very quickly and then leave. So people use us in different ways. So we have that alternative. I would recommend dropping by in the basement of the library and just
Mm-hmm.
seeing how you feel about the setup we have. If it's conducive to getting your calculus done or not.
Okay, is there somewhere I can go for the information about the tutoring in like the basement of the library?
Information, yeah, I can pull up our website. You can always, of course, get it by going to UTD website and maybe just doing a search for peer tutoring or student success center. I'll pull it up for you though. Share it.
I also just went ahead and put the link in the chat as well, so you
Mm-hmm.
can click on that and we'll take you right to the website.
Yep, thank you.
Okay, I should be sharing the website,
Yes.
but it does have our hours, Monday through Thursday, 10 to 6:30, and then
Mm-hmm.
Friday as well, 10 to 4. Okay.
Okay, I see.
And there is a room number, it's MC 1.304, but if you can find the basement of the McDermott Library, you have found us. We're the big fishbowl room. That's right. That's kind of center.
Okay, I see. Yeah, then I think the best option for me right now would be to go to the tutoring whenever I have time. But um, if if the course ends up I'm free almost all of Friday, just not at that time
At
because my last
7,
class on
yeah.
Friday. Yeah, my last class on Friday
Yeah,
ends at 11. So anytime before that, I'm
yeah. I
available.
mean, of course, the issue was that everybody has they have problem
Hmm.
sessions on Friday, different courses. So the only time, but for sure, everybody had available was that 7 p.m. slot because that's when you're auto enrolled in the exam section.
Yeah.
And
So then,
we also, yeah.
yeah, if
Go
the
ahead.
time ends up changing by any chance, is there like a way you'd let us know? By
If it
email or
doesn't
something?
change,
Yeah, if it
yeah.
ends up changing. Yeah, okay.
Oh, if it's of course, then yeah, everybody in the class would get informed.
Okay, okay. Because I
Yeah.
think on the email or something it said the deadline to enroll was like September 1st, so it'd have to be by the end of this week. But
Right.
mhm.
Yeah, but I mean, we could discuss a change, but I doubt it'll change. I just don't see it happening because everybody's schedules getting set.
I see. Okay. Okay. Then thank you for all the information.
No, not a problem.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. So maybe Mallory, I can talk about the structure of the course, I suppose.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let me stop sharing this. So yeah, this course would be Friday nights from 7 to 8:15, which is the same time that your exam is scheduled. And we would always have a class, except of course on exam days and Thanksgiving holiday. But so that would consist of 10 classes. In each class, I can share the syllabus as we have it so far. Dr. Nguyen and I are still working on it. But it's we would have several topics each Friday that are relevant to what you're doing in class. And then we would put you in groups and you can decide which topic you're most interested in or is most relevant or useful to you. So for example, I don't know, maybe I should submit. September 8th, which would be the first class. We have, well, 4 topics, a little ambitious, but we would have things like tips and tricks for evaluating most limits, so the algebra behind evaluating limits, like factoring, conjugates, rational expressions, and things like that. And then we would review trig identities that are relevant to computing limits in your class. So if you want to freshen up in trig identities, and I know that by that September 8th, you should be at least starting to cover epsilon delta problems. So epsilon delta definition of limit. And to master those, you might want to review how to work with inequalities and nuances of using absolute value in epsilon delta. And then we would also probably have horizontal or sort of vertical asymptotes. So does the function blow up, blow down, and how can you tell all the algebra that you would need to do that? As an example of what would happen during one of these sessions, uh, we would have problem sets, or not too long problem sets for each of these different topics, and you would get together with other interested students on the topic that you want to do and work in groups. We have a handful of tutors right now that are interested in working this course. So we would have not only myself, but maybe a handful of tutors so they can facilitate the group work. And it would be collaborative. I mean, we won't stop you from working alone if that's what you prefer, of course, but we do encourage group work. Okay. And counting all the classes where we would actually meet, discounting the exam days, I believe there are 8, there would be 10 different classes, sorry. Okay, so the way the grading would work. It is a credit, no credit course, so there's no like A, B, C, whatever, no GPA involved. You would get credit if you receive 60% total for the grade, and each class is worth 10% of a participation grade, right? So that does necessitate that you tend to get 10%. And part of the participation is also working in groups on the problem sets, the worksheets that we hand out, which you would turn in either at the end of the lecture or the session, or you can always wait and turn it in a week later if you wanted maybe to take the problem set and worksheet to, let's say, the tutoring lab in the basement of the McDermott Library if you want more time to work on that. Okay, so 10 classes, each class is 10% towards your final grade. You need to get 60% at least. And we would also like to, the last class is for you to take a final exam, which is based on completion. Okay. So you wouldn't be able to miss more than 4 courses if you want to get credit for the class. Mallory, do you have any questions? I kind of rambled. It wasn't very organized, but.
And this class meets in person, is that right?
Thank you. Yes, it is in person. There is a room number. It's right now. It's in green. It is in green 3.302. It is in person. It is not a virtual or hybrid course.
And what would be some of the things I can expect, to get out of it aside from the additional like course content? Anything else?
Oh, sure. So besides this being relevant to your calculus course, we would focus on the kind of algebra, trig, and prerequisites that are necessary. I mean, sometimes we joke that calculus, in a calculus course, it's just like 20% calculus, but the rest of it is like cleanup and algebra. So that's what we would be really focusing on, the process, the pre-calculus and the algebra. Also, we can discuss maybe how to study well, how to take notes. We might get somebody from academic success coaching, for example, to visit us. And it's Friday night. I mean, it's like Friday night football, right? I mean, if you're practicing every Friday and your exam is on Friday, you'll get in the habit of doing and thinking math at the time of your exam. I think that's a plus, and it could be social. So,
Can you tell me more about the final exam in this class?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
Because Kelly and some of the faculty, we have to talk about exactly what we want to get out of the final. It's not, we don't want to see whether you've mastered all the material that we covered, right? Everybody's going to be kind of working on different things. But we want to see whether like your confidence has been built up, or whether you're more facile with the algebra. So not exactly. I don't know exactly what the final will be. It won't be longer than an hour.
Okay.
We just want to gauge how well the course is working for y'all, right? Not grading you on mastery of content. We just want to know whether we've succeeded at what we've wanted to attain here, which is better algebra and pre-calculus skills and better confidence.
Okay.
And more confidence.
I don't think I have any more questions.
Well, okay. So if you're interested, I guess we'll let you know by September 1st. We should have a final syllabus up by the 31st, so it's ready for you on the 1st.
Awesome.
Thank you, Mallory.
Thank you,
and you have a good night. We'll talk later.
All right.